everybody. We have made it. We're here. Everybody, check your boobs, your ass, all your private parts. Are they intact? You are watching the Rocky Road Productions Porch Talk podcast episode. I never. What happened? Oh,
problem solved.
Oh,
I didn't know that was mine.
Okay. Sorry, y'all. Back on task. You're watching the Rocky Road Production Porch Talk podcast. I believe this is episode 39 with the Love and Success edition with myself, Rocky Road, Diana. Big fella, Shelby the Great is not here. He's making money. Can't be mad at that. Happy Juneteenth, y'all. Hey! Drop your plans for today in the comments. Now, I just want to explain before you see my head down. That means I'm sharing the show. I'm not being rude. I'm just sharing the show. I got to multitask, okay? So, Juneteenth, here's a post. It says, commemorates when federal troops arrived in Galveston, Texas in 1865 to alert enslaved people of their freedom. The declaration occurred 2.5 years after the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863. Juneteenth represents Independence Day for Black people in the U.S., and it is a reminder of their continued fight for equality and freedom. Trevor Noah from The Daily Show tweeted, Happy Juneteenth, the first U.S. holiday that's illegal to teach about in 15 states. That's deep.
Dang, I didn't know that.
Already?
I didn't know about that either.
Illegal to teach about specifically Juneteenth?
Wow.
Yeah, so probably like the history behind it. They trying to hide that stuff. They don't want you to know.
They wild.
Of course they are. So today we have a special guest and rap artist Lou Castro. Hopefully he's here with us today. Let's show his video. Well,
in 1 minute.
Oh, in 1 minute. Following the interview,
today is the day we made it.
Yeah, we made it, y'all. This retrograde is really kicking our ass. Okay, it really is. This has been a different situation. We've never had this before, so bear with us. Following the interview, we are going to have some controversial conversation, but we'll have fun. Just to let you know, usually Vitamin D would follow our show, but they are taking time off. It is Father's Day tomorrow, so they have their children. Congrats to GP's son. He just graduated. Congrats to Black for being a father of a Tyler.
Petty.
Right.
They will be back in strong next Saturday at 5 o'clock. Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there. Now I want you to get some rest tomorrow and enjoy your day. You said you ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, now we're going to cue up this video and then we're going to get our guest on up in here.
Money is calling me, so what you got for me? I ain't allowed to sleep, I got a lot to see. Dreams get older me, I know I'm not to be. Sure they got over me, now I got time to geek. I ain't the lonely one, tell me what's happening. Spinning, I made the bread, back to the trafficking. Stay in a hurry, I'm getting this money, I don't know what time it is. Don't gotta worry about doing me dirty, I'm smoking the finest. I can flood the city, I mean right now. She just waiting back up for that pipe down. Oh, it was dark where we stayed, we got the light now. Right by the park, we gon' play, oh, what a sight, wow. I've been up for days, freaking and mixing the vibes, I'm finna change some lives.
There. Hey. You don't see him yet?
Yeah, no, we don't see him. Excuse me, sir, are you there?
Mr. Castro?
Mr. Castro?
Are you in here?
Are you in here?
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah, okay,
Did
quit
you eat yet?
Okay, what y'all do what? Can't hear y'all.
We good?
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
We are in the building.
Yes.
You don't see him yet?
No.
Well, we're going to move forward. If he
I like that music, though.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope.
Music is dope.
Listen, you guys are our audience, so we need y'all to go ahead and hit the like button and share and participate with us because we got a lot to talk about. We really do. We're starting off interesting, but we do have a lot to talk about. Remember not to bank with Michigan First. Y'all got to remember that. Do not bank. If you with them, go ahead, take your direct deposits, take it to Chase or somewhere else, but get rid of stinking ass Michigan First. Mark my words, they're going to be in the lawsuit before we know
stinking
it.
Ass.
Yeah, they stinking raggedy asses. Get rid of them because they had some fraud going on and they don't want to give people their money back and they blaming it on you. It's your fault if your account is overdraft. You won't get your money back. And you can file a DIFS, but they're more like of an encouraging thing. They try to encourage them to work it out, but they can't make them do shit. So just get rid of them. Okay. So here's a few little tweets. So the game says, let's normalize being normal. You don't need a Chanel bag or a BBL to be considered beautiful and feel like you're more of a woman. Working a regular job and driving a cool little whip is still cool as fuck to me. Stop letting this social media shit fuck y'all heads up. What y'all think about that?
So the normalize being normal thing. I mean, I don't disagree. Mm-hmm. I'm so loud. I don't disagree with what he's saying. I think I got a problem with the normalize being normal. Everybody normal not the same.
Yeah, normal is relative.
But the follow up behind what he said behind it all. I mean, you don't need all that.
Yeah. I do think that people look at this social media and they take it too far. Yeah. I think people think that you need to drive a certain car. You got to have a Birkin. I mean, Cardi B just came out with all these Birkin
First
bags.
of all, everybody can't even get a Birkin. So all y'all walking around here with these Birkins.
Them break-ins. They ain't got no fucking Birkin. It's a break-in. That shit broke in from Burlington.
Man, that's not that. You cannot go buy a Birkin like you can a Gucci. Don't work like that.
I know. And the thing is, really, honestly and truthfully, I'm not downing the bag. I don't want to seem like, because people are like, are you hating? That's just some broke shit. Really, I'm sincerely honest. Like, if I was a millionaire tomorrow, I still would not buy a Birkin because those are not my priorities. I don't give a fuck about that. I would
probably buy a Birkin if I was a millionaire.
Really? I don't. I mean, it looks like a regular purse to me.
It's a nice purse. It's a nice,
I can't drive
and
that
a Celine
bitch.
bag. A Celine is nice as well. I would definitely get one of those as well. However, I just feel like people be buying these bags and don't have the money to match. Like, you got a bag and no money. That don't make
right.
No
the boy's
sense.
Empty. It's just got
Same thing with buying cars. Same thing with buying cars or everything else people buy. People be buying shit and can't afford it. They can just pay for it.
I don't think people understand. It goes back to education and financial literacy. I don't think
that we did not receive.
I don't think people understand the meaning of living within your means.
Yeah.
I think people think, if I have enough money to buy something, that's within my means. That's not necessarily true. Yeah.
You cannot afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also don't know what living like. So like what you said, living within your means. Everybody. I think it ties into like an instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working, and you can afford certain things working. You know, like you don't have to be broke financially when you are working a job making whatever amount of money that you make. Mm-hmm. You just got to know what you're doing with it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, because they want that instant gratification and that keeping up with the Joneses mentality, they running through it. They spending faster than they getting it. You 2 months ahead of your spending, and now you double that behind.
And for what? Because people
to keep up with the Joneses. What he said. That's why I said I get it. I get the normalize being normal. I wouldn't have worded it like that, but you don't need it. Like, can you afford it, or are you just paying for it?
Well, you
using that child support check.
Me personally, if we could switch this to the male side, instead of the purses, I've never. I know this is gonna shock some people. I've never paid for a pair of Jordans.
I'm not shocked.
I don't understand the whole, and definitely would never pay for no damn Yeezys. But that's, I know my friends might be listening because they be going back and forth on bidding and all this. And I'm like, man, listen, okay, I like comfortable shoes, okay? Nikes are comfortable, Adidas are comfortable, depending on the size. I don't get this. I've never gotten the whole name thing, and I've never understood that. I know a lot of people by names, but I've never understood it. Of course, you said that purse is really nice. If it's quality, yeah, that's one thing. But it don't really matter the name on that quality, because I know some names are not quality. You know what I mean? But if it's quality, I get it. You know, it's durable. It's, you know, I get that. You pay for what you get when it comes to the quality. But the names is irrelevant to me. Mm-hmm. It's really irrelevant.
Mm-hmm. I mean, how does anybody know how much a Birkin costs?
Oh, they up there. Hold on. Let's look that up real quick. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Let me give a real number.
Please look that up so I can.
Because they some bands.
I mean, I just look at the bag and I just be like, I don't really give a fuck about.
I ain't want to be wrong though. So this is a resale. That's for $21,000.
Yeah, that's a car.
Yeah,
that's a car. I mean,
they got this one for $54,000.
But this is my
question. If you're paying for a purse that much, you better have six figures going on. Because if you don't, I'm going to call you an idiot.
You can't. Birkin selects their consumers. Like, you have to be of a certain stat. They want to keep their bags in the hands of certain status people. So you cannot have less than like $200,000 a year and have a Birkin bag.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they don't.
I like Birkin company.
They target. They have a specific, like they did their target audience. Their target audience is not nobody making no bullshit ass money. You cannot afford a Birkin. You can't.
Yeah,
and that's what they telling you. Like, you can't afford this.
Okay, I ain't mad at it.
What's funny is it used to be a bag for a flight attendant. That's how it started.
Wow.
Yeah.
We will fuck up anything, overinflate anything. I just look at it like this. What do you need a purse for? To carry your wallet, your lip gloss, maybe some tampons or whatever bullshit you're going to throw up in there. And I can do that from a bag from Burlington, so I don't really need that shit. And fuck a purse anyway. I mean, I wish we didn't have to carry them, because that's just one more thing I have to keep up with, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So it's some bullshit. So now I got to carry a $20,000 purse and worry about that too. Somebody want to steal it, and then if it burns up in a house fire, or I leave it somewhere, or anything happens, that's down the drain.
Nah, it's insured.
It's insured.
Yeah.
Fuck that bag shit.
Nah.
Is it gonna walk back to me? It's got a GPS on it. Fuck that bag.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, if you're gonna buy one, it's
can
like
I start it up and get it? Can it get me down the street? Shit.
Man, what? You can resell that bag for just as much. You can resell that bag for more than what you spent on it.
Well, yeah, that's true.
An investment.
Yeah.
Hey, 20 stacks. It better come with several happy endings.
You know what? And I
not one, several.
Right.
That's a salary.
I'm with you.
She on payroll. One per week.
You on payroll.
Does it come with a wet tongue? Nah, Lord, that motherfucker don't come with that. So here go another tweet. Now, I thought this was some bullshit, and it just goes from the mind frame. To me, this is some high school mentality, but I just wanted to see what y'all thought. So this lady says, my friend got dumped yesterday, and we immediately had a group video call where everybody shared how much we hated him, and it was 2 hours of going through what garbage this man is. At one point, I said, NASA is still looking for his hairline, and now they back together. Yeah, that's how it be. But really,
so you mind the business that pays you.
Yeah, but who is doing that shit? Like, why?
I guess that's what some friends do.
People that ain't got a lot to do, probably.
Yeah, you need more to do, boo. Y'all needs more to do, because I'm not getting on there just talking shit. You know, sometimes, now I have thought.
I mean, maybe the thought process behind that is making your friend feel better.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, like dumbing it down a little bit, watering it down, making her feel like she made a great decision.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, we'll go there.
We're not about to talk shit about this for 2 hours, though. Get your shit off and then get off the phone.
Yeah. I don't know. We don't even do that no more. So I don't know.
Because of that last sentence. And now they back together.
Yeah.
Get off my phone.
And I'm tired of that shit, too. We be in these ignorant-ass relationships. We leave, we go back, we leave, we go back. I mean, it's my God. Pick a fence. What side are you going to be on? Okay? Either be with the person or let them go. But stop worrying the fuck out of me about it. Please, stop worrying me about it.
Thanks.
So, here's a question. Should a DNA test be mandatory before a man is put on child support?
I disagree. I don't think it should be mandatory. I think it should be an option, but I don't think it should be mandatory.
If they're not together, I think it should be mandatory.
I think it should still be an option. If you don't want to be this baby daddy, don't be me.
I'm good with mandatory, but who's paying for it?
Hold on. What did you say? If you don't want to be
the baby daddy, don't be.
Okay. I agree with you.
Who, me?
Yeah. I was going to disagree at first, but I agree with you now.
I mean, like, because if it's men, like, I get... Okay, mandatory is not a thing. I think it should be an option for the simple fact of you have those people in those situationships, not a relationship, and then there's a baby that comes into question. If that man would like to know if he is the true father of this child because y'all don't have this like a monogamous relationship, then he has the right to know. I feel like he should petition, and it shouldn't even be a petition. He should be able to get a DNA test on this child that you want him to father.
I agree with that. I think maybe the mandatory comes in because what you're saying I 100% agree with, but then this chicken head wants to argue with that.
Right. I don't think so. I think
you don't trust me. So you don't trust me. Meanwhile, you had 3 niggas.
Huh?
Your name, okay.
Huh?
You should want to know.
Meanwhile, you had 3 Negroes rotating in and out of your house in a week.
Facts.
Okay, and I know somebody, baby. They be pulling numbers in the day. Okay, in the day.
And you know, let's keep it a buck. Like, females be out here playing games like they don't be out here doing everything that they say these men be doing. Like, girl, you know, you just. I'm not gonna call you a hoe, it's yours, but you know that you be out here getting down. You done got down twice in a day and 4 times in a week. Like, if you don't know who the baby daddy is, it's okay.
Girl, you know you got a number.
Huh?
Girl, you know.
You stupid as hell.
You stupid.
So listen. I got a homeboy who just, and I hope you don't get mad at me talking about this story. I ain't gonna say your name, big fella. He talking to a girl, and she hit him with that, you know, I'm pregnant, and I guess she was trying to really test him because she want to be his woman. She want him to be, you know, she want to be in a relationship with him, but he kind of made it clear that I'm really not trying to do that right now. We can just kick it and keep it. So she tried to have that keep a nigga pregnancy, and you know they kind of went back and forth, and she was like, you know what, I'ma just take some herbal type shit to have an abortion. She was just all over the place with it. Come to find out, she was lying, and she was just trying to test him and see if he would, you know, wife her up or whatever because she got pregnant. And that shit, I like that.
She's okay.
I said I wouldn't even talk to her.
Okay,
like,
at all.
She would be done.
The first problem is her lying about that pregnancy. However, women, can we normalize listening to what the hell these men tell us when we get into these situations?
Amen.
Can we stop trying to make these men be somebody that they don't want to be? That man told you in the beginning he was not looking for a serious commitment. Y'all could kick it. Now, that man may have wined and dined you. That man may have bought you flowers. He may have even took you on a trip for your birthday. But he told you that he did not want a commitment. Let's normalize accepting that and respecting that, and then maybe later having a conversation if you feel like your wire's getting crossed. I feel like females take that shit so far left.
Yeah.
And I get it. I get it. Like, it's like a thin line. You feel me? But he said what he said.
Yeah.
And here's the crazy part. They still talking.
Oh,
of
yeah.
course they are.
If I was that nigga,
he heard.
She's already showed him the red flag.
Man,
she's a psycho.
Ain't no telling what she would do. Like,
He don't have no boundaries.
Yeah.
He don't have no boundaries.
No, she's crazy as hell.
Is he attractive? Any is he nice looking guys he buck too? I mean, do he have?
I mean, that's my boy, and he's a guy. I'm not gonna comment on that.
No, to my, but do he have any self-conscious issues with?
No.
Okay.
It seemed like these men are starting to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. You know, the thing is
in the tailpipe.
We have got to stop. We've got to stop just wanting what we want. At the end of the day, okay, so the man says, I'm not looking for a relationship. It is my belief that if he felt you were worth it, he might be like, dang, I didn't want no relationship, but I gotta be with her. You know what I'm saying? So if he's not feeling like that,
I don't know about that. Because me knowing him, he just not in the place where he, want to be in a relationship. It really got nothing to do with her.
Okay, so that might be true. Okay, so we'll take that. But
I know what you mean, though.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, though. It do be situations like that.
Mm-hmm. So clearly, she wants a relationship. So move on and find someone who does.
Who wants to be in a relationship?
But she's a psycho. She doesn't need to be on a relationship with anybody.
Yeah,
she needs to be on the couch.
You can't lie. You can't lie to nobody about nothing.
Yeah.
But he set the tone for it. It's totally okay with him because he's still talking to her.
Yeah.
Really.
You have officially, I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. Like, people think the first thing with relationships is trust. No, the first thing is boundaries. Set your boundaries. And when motherfuckers cross them boundaries, learn how to let that shit go. Like, you set a boundary, and if your boundary is lying, cut that shit off.
So if this man is ever going to listen to, I don't know who you are. I didn't get any feedback behind this, behind the podcast or anything like this. But that girl is going to fuck your life up.
Man, what?
I'm telling you right now, she's going to fuck your life up. She's going to fuck your life up so bad that your family members are going to feel it. Your friends are going to feel it. Run away from that crazy bitch. Matter of fact, look at her hair. You can tell in her hair too. Her hair gonna tell you. I'm telling you, it's some kind of sign in her hair. Just study the way she wear her hair. She got crazy up in that motherfucker.
Her hair?
Yes.
Talk about it.
Get away from that bitch. Look, check the lace. Check how it's cocked on her head. It's something about it. She got some crazy fucked up color. It's something about that bitch that is telling you that she's nuts. Run.
She said if it's
run like you just had a Big Mac from McDonald's and you about to shit on yourself. Run from that bitch.
Bro, I'm not about to play.
As soon as she told him that she's taking some type of holistic herbal something to make her have a miscarriage, that was my last red flag that I would have needed to be out of here.
Why? Why that?
The first one was a lie to me.
Well, if you don't want to have a baby, just have an abortion.
I mean, but why have an abortion when you could do what she did?
I just don't get it. Why? I don't get it. Why?
It's less invasive.
Why would you work? See, I don't know all of that.
Yeah, I mean, I've never had an abortion before, but how they do I mean, even that pill that they give you, hell no. Like, just.
But why did she tell him that?
I don't know the evasiveness or whatever.
She lied. First of all, that's the real problem.
She was doing too much.
It's just you going through all of that to not have a baby.
I don't disagree with the herbal, remedy. However, I do disagree with you coming up with a solution to something that's not a problem.
Yeah, like she's a psycho.
So I don't blame you for throwing in the towel for the second red flag. You feel? I know we're speaking figuratively, but I don't blame the towel being thrown in. Like, that was it. That's the straw. But you lied about having a solution to a problem that don't even exist.
That's the problem with lying. You gotta keep lying.
You gotta keep lying
to keep that lie up.
Man, I be telling people all the time. Like, that's why I don't. That's why I choose not to. I will lie to a stranger if I feel like they're asking me 1,000,007 questions. I start making up shit. Yeah. I will. However, like in real life, no. Because then you gotta remember, you gonna ask me the same question about something that has something to do with something I lied about, I'm gonna tell you the truth. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. And you gonna be like, that ain't what you said. How the hell you remember and I don't?
It's too much. It's too much. And this is not, I know for a fact there are women that have worn fake stomachs. Like, they went to the mile.
They got fake pregnancy tests.
Yeah.
They got fake doctor's letters and everything.
All
saying
that
congratulations.
shit.
They got fake ultrasounds and everything.
I'd had a girl lie to me about she being pregnant. And she asked me to send her some money to get an abortion. I said, I'll meet you at the clinic.
I'll go with you.
I said, I'll meet you there. She changed her whole tune. I ain't heard from her since.
Man. I mean, that was
she was
smart.
trying to get down on you.
That was very smart of you.
Get that quick come up.
And I don't know where we're going with this. Like, I don't even know how do we heal from all of this? It's so much shit going on in our community. It's like, where do we start first?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because we out here looking crazy for real.
Fooling.
We got to do better. Not all of us, but what I'm saying is the fools, for whatever reason, are at the front. They're the ones getting attention because it's. I'm sure it's a bunch of us. Because nobody I hang with, I won't say that I know. That's a lie. Nobody that I keep company with behaves in this manner. So I know it's some decent people out here with sense. But the ignoramuses, they be to the front of the line. And that's what we see. So I don't know what we're going to do.
That's not just what we see. That's what we pay attention to. If you think about it, you look at the videos that get the most likes and all that. It be the drama. It be the bullshit. It be the people getting jumped. It be the fights. It don't be nobody graduating. Nobody, you know what I'm saying, doing something positive, giving to this. And
Amen.
it's just the bullshit we we give our attention to, we feed it. A fight happen, you ain't gonna see a bunch of people trying to break it up. You're gonna see a bunch of people trying to record it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You ain't gonna see nobody trying to. Okay, there was a video that came out a long time ago.
I'm passing you the imaginary plate collection plays.
Oh,
we trying to give you some money over here for preaching. Go ahead.
Oh, that's silly as hell. There's a video that came out a long time ago. A black guy owned a restaurant, and some women was like giving him some slack and complaining all that. And he came out and he gave a very, very heartfelt message to them and was talking about how, this is the reason why a lot of people don't like black folks coming in, and a lot of reason why wait staff don't like tables with all black women and all this. People gave him a lot of slack for that, but he was speaking the truth.
He is. I was a waitress.
He was speaking the truth, and that's the thing. A lot of people don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to do that. They just want the bullshit. They want to see the bullshit and then be surprised that it's so hard for us to come together with positive shit because people don't find that entertaining.
I don't even think it's just that. I think it go like that's. I think that part of it is so like surface, but people don't even have a stand on things. That's why I think bullshit is so entertaining, because then you got to think about how you feel about something, and people don't like being on the opposite end of the fence. People don't like being in the opposing position on stuff, so they don't even think about it. They just deal with it how it is and run with it.
People want to do what the fuck they want to do. Remember that bonnet thing?
I don't even think they know. Man, how Monique went in on them about them bonnets, and sis was right as hell. Stop wearing that shit outside in public in them goddamn pajamas.
You look like a booty stank.
And she got all type of slack from everybody.
And she was polite about it.
Some of her
she
peers.
was so kind about it.
She's very polite about it.
Yeah.
So kind about it. Put your damn clothes on and brush your hair into a goddamn ponytail before you walk out that house. It's presentation.
But the truth is, if people grown, they can do what they want to do.
They can do what they want, but I can also have an opinion about you looking like a bedroom appearance versus a public appearance.
I mean, yes and no, but people can have an opinion about you as well. And we can't.
That's why it goes. It's not about
being angry.
They're angry because a statement was made about it. Ain't nobody mad at them for wearing it. Just stop wearing the shit. Ain't nobody call you she didn't say nothing wrong. She didn't come at them like she knew, because she be coming for people sometimes. She ain't come at them left or nothing. She said nothing wrong, and then they took a stance on bonnets.
Very respectful.
Let me spin it to you this way.
It's not a hat.
Let's spin it to this way. You can do whatever you want to do when you're grown. Yes, but if you going into a meeting, business about money, there's a standard. And see, black people want to be taken serious. We always arguing about nobody cares about us, but we don't act like we care.
Presentation matters.
Presentation matters. You cannot walk around looking like a bum or looking like you just woke up and didn't throw no soap and water on your ass and expect for people to take you serious.
I don't think they look like that though. Like they be like, well, I bathed, I do this, but you still look like you just rolled out of bed. Like you may not look dirty, but you still look like you belong in the bed or in the house. You feel me? Like,
and it's not even
put some clothes. Nobody said you had to walk around with makeup on and hair laid and lace front laid. Like, but take your sleepwear off.
Yeah.
It's not a statement. It's called sleepwear, like literally.
And they're not even. And if you want to wear your hair wrapped up, then fine, wear an African hair wrap. Y'all ain't trying to do that.
Or wrap it up, and put a hat on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we got so many options.
Guys' hairs is not cut. We just wear a hat. Like we just, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we already got to wear a mask, so it's like you covered up. It ain't like you gotta. We ain't said you got to put your Sunday's best on.
You can go find some leggings and wrap them boys around your head like a head tie, girl. Like, take that bonnet off.
Please.
It's just so many options. So many options. It just doesn't look presentable.
It just shows.
And nobody's going to take you seriously because you don't take yourself seriously.
I was about to say, it just shows a I don't give a fuck attitude. Mm-hmm. And then when you have that attitude and then you get treated as such, now you want to get an attitude with them.
Me and my homie having a conversation about this ties into this. That's what made it pop in my head. Mm-hmm. But he asked me how I felt about the saying, how you do anything is how you do everything. Boom. That's the prime example. How you walked out the house in that bonnet, nobody's going to take you serious because how you do anything is how you do everything.
But these young people don't want that. They can't be coached
because they feel like nothing. Somebody is attacking them when somebody is just trying to tell you we don't have people. My people, we be taking a stance on the wrong shit.
We do.
Like the wrong shit. The fact that we digging our heels in the ground about these goddamn bonnets and pajama bottoms, like,
it's crazy.
When they didn't bypass every issue with black people and made Juneteenth a federal holiday. Fuck the federal holiday. Like, right. But you want to take a stance on a bonnet.
But because to their defense, and I'm coming to their defense this time.
Okay, let's save them. Go ahead.
No, to the, them making this a holiday. To their defense, all we give a fuck about is symbolism anyway. This'll appease them. Let's sign this. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? We don't make it a priority. We don't have to be loud. We don't have to, like Miles was saying earlier, it doesn't have to be a protest. And nothing's wrong with the protests. That's not what I'm saying. But we could do more and get stuff be just as effective behind the scenes and organized. We just got to know the proper channels and we could get stuff done. But we don't want to do that because it takes away time and it takes discipline. And the truth is if everybody does a little bit of something, we don't have a lot to do. We just got to come together. But yeah, you got two people out there. Yeah, it's a lot to do. So let's go ahead, band together, get it done. And then you can get back to your regular ignorant ass programming. What is this shit about? What's wrong with y'all? Sick of this shit. Here's another one. This guy's asking this. So he's saying, fellas, if y'all was with a girl and y'all had a baby, would the relationship still go on if you found out she had somebody else take a DNA test behind your back?
Whew.
He on? I guess we gonna have to answer it.
I want to know your answer. I think my opinion is like secondary because it's the opposite perspective.
Yeah.
If we was in a relationship?
Yeah.
So that means she was cheating.
Right.
Facts.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a tough one, man. I guess it depends on how the levels, it depends on the level.
Where y'all was in that relationship?
Yeah.
When the baby appeared?
Yeah, it depends on the levels.
Like if y'all was in level 3? If y'all was on level 3?
If we was on level 3 or above,
his woman, y'all.
We would talk about it, and we would have a conversation
on why she cheated.
After all of that would be included, and after that conversation, I would make my decision. But I would have a conversation,
okay? Because
we so deep in the levels. But if we wasn't in them levels, exit.
I like that
stage
answer.
Left.
You're not saying that it's no because you don't know where you at with this person,
right?
I like that answer.
Well, look
at that's legit though.
Look at this.
Because you got to understand, women accept cheating on them a little bit better than men, a lot better. So it has a lot to do with men's growth. Like shit happens, mistakes happen and all of that. And I don't know if she was, like I said, if she that's where the conversation coming in.
So she mistakenly pulled her pussy out.
No, I need to know if this a nigga that you've been talking to. It's just a lot of details ironed out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or this was just some drunk night with your girls and you like, fuck it, let me go take this nigga, It
all depends on how many women I smashed before I found out about that, though. That's what the base.
Bruh. He said that is he on there?
Yeah, he's on there.
Okay.
I can't see him. We can't see him.
So yeah,
that's legit. I respect it.
It's just growth.
If my person was in a relationship with me and got a DNA test on our child behind my back, it would be over. I don't care what your reason is. We could have talked about it. That's sneaky to me.
Yeah.
Because if you was having doubts, then I feel like we should have had a conversation.
Yeah.
Especially, and that's me speaking from the type of person I am. You know what I'm saying? Not in general. I feel like that's a per situation basis. You feel me? Because babies in relationships, I don't know. That just varies how that dynamic works. But for me, I would end it. We ain't even talking about it.
You having a baby?
If I had your baby and you got a DNA test on our baby behind my back.
Because I wasn't sure if it was mine or not.
What is the uncertainty? That should have been a conversation far before the child. What's the uncertain? Because I didn't
agree.
just have the baby the same night.
I agree.
That should have been a conversation. If you felt like I was cheating on you,
I agree. But what if he didn't necessarily feel like you were cheating, but just wanted to be sure?
What is the certainty if I'm not cheating on you? Like the second guessing comes from the possibility of it being somebody else's. How do you feel? If I'm necessarily
not doing,
why
guys,
you want a DNA test on this baby?
Sometimes guys are just better safe than sorry. That's how they feel.
So it's a possibility. You treating me like it's a possibility I cheated on you. You treating me like it's a possibility that I was dishonest with you.
Okay, but you the only person that know 100% that you was honest with somebody.
That's why it should be a conversation. That's why that should be a conversation. That's why you shouldn't go behind my back and do that, because now you being deceitful. You moving funny because you felt like
that's not moving funny.
That is moving funny.
I know a lot of moving funny situations, and that's not
in a relationship. That's moving funny because you feel like I cheated on you, but won't tell me that I cheated on you. And you want to know if the baby is yours. You could have just told me that.
See, you going from one extreme to the other.
There's no other extreme.
There's a little bit of gray area.
How else is the baby not yours?
I understand that, but I'm saying it's a difference between like really thinking somebody cheating and just trying to make sure.
I just disagree.
Like I don't think she cheated, but let me make sure.
But there's a possibility that she did.
Yeah. Wait a minute, who the hell's taking a DNA test and they ain't cheating?
That's what I said. Like, if my partner was to go behind my back and get a DNA test on our child without talking to me, it's a wrap for me. Because now you think I was cheating on you, and you couldn't even have that conversation with me. And again, like I told him, this is my situation. I can't speak on everybody.
So basically, if Shelby the Great went and had a DNA test on y'all baby without telling you, would you stop talking to him because of that?
Is my mic up? Mm-mm. I would definitely be like, what's the problem, sir? I'd be like, why would you do some shit like that? Like,
it's shady.
And what if he said, I was just, making sure, I work a lot, what I'm saying?
I'd be like, we need to go ahead and go to therapy because we need to figure out where this insecurity is coming from. Would I get rid of him? No, but if I'm not cheating and you've conjured this nonsense in your head, that's probably him. I need to figure out what's going on. Hello, this is the Rocky Road Productions Porch Talk podcast. You on the line?
How you doing? This is Luke Castro.
Hey!
What's up, brother?
What's going on?
I was trying to get on the live feed. Can you hear me clear?
We can hear you really good.
All right, cool. I was trying to get on the live video, I guess maybe it was my phone.
Who knows, honey? It's been a weird day. It's that retrograde.
You can't be buying your phone at Kmart, big fella.
Oh, not Kmart.
Not Kmart.
Baby Kmart. Ow!
They still open.
What's going on, Mr. Castro?
How you doing? I'm good. Actually. I'm doing real good.
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for joining me, Diana and Big Fella.
Welcome.
Welcome to the show.
You guys having us. I appreciate you guys having me.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, the music is popping. Flood the City went viral on the internet. And My Day is your new single. Tell us, what's going on? Go ahead and tell us what's going on with you. We just going to have a conversation today.
Well, what's pretty much is going on with me. I've been pretty much for the last couple of years, like, letting music take a backseat to a lot of other things. Mm-hmm. I battle rap, I songwrite, but I feel like, it's time to really lock in and key in on that because, I've always made music. Music has always been a thing, but I didn't really key in on it until recently. I'm talking about like really key in on it, figure a way to get my sound out there to a lot of people. And, I just got an amazing team right now. And it's a couple people around me that's trying to make this thing work. So right now, I think that's pretty much where it's coming from right now, mm-hmm. Just having a great team around me right now.
So what? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
So, what is your direction? Because I did see the whole battle rap thing, and I thought that was kind of sweet. How does that go? How often do you do that, or?
So all right. So I'm on URL. It's not right now. I'm taking I'm not doing it as often anymore. Because, you know, like I said, it's time to really, really focusing on the music, because just with the 2 songs that we recently put out, I'm getting a lot of good feedback, you know, and, you know, just within that, it's enough to let me know that this is something that we really, really need to lock in on. So the battle rap thing is definitely like, you know, a major key. It's a major thing for me. But I'm really just focusing on the music at this very current point. So I'm, you know, it's definitely a major part in actually getting myself out to the audience, because my initial boost on the songs were battle rap audience. But, you know, as the days went on, you know, like it seemed like the reach was going beyond that.
Okay.
So that's pretty much how Flood the City, you know, doing so well in numbers. And mine doing well also.
So yeah, so I'm new to the battle scene, and I checked you out, man. You a battle rapper.
Yeah, I'm a real battle rapper.
Yeah,
like, I'm actually a real battle rapper.
Yeah, man, you went crazy on a couple guys, man. I was like, damn. But yeah, I listen to your music too, man, and I you know, I don't like comparing, but man, it sound good. It sound a lot better than a lot of the stuff I'm hearing out here.
Facts.
You know, and I played almost every song that you had on YouTube, and I liked it all, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. There wasn't one song. I ain't just saying this because I'm talking to you, but there wasn't one song that I thought was bad.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. I appreciate that, man. Like, see, that was really my that was my main thing. Like, when I first started battle rapping a couple years ago, I really was going hard. When I first started, I was going really hard with the music. And I didn't want to continue battle rapping because I felt like it's this bad stigma that surrounds battle rappers, that they can't make good music. You know what I mean?
It's so funny you say that, because like watching you battle rap, I would not think your music was going to sound like it did.
Like it did, facts. Yeah.
And that's the thing. And that's the major thing. Like, I want to distinguish the two. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want people to like hear my music and assume like, oh, it's gonna sound exactly like this. Like, battle rap, like it's lyrical warfare. You know what I mean? You attacking your opponent. You know what I mean? Like, that's a whole separate level type of MC. You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole different type of like entertainment. Music, to me, is more of an expressionist thing. You know what I mean? Like, you're expressing yourself. You know what I mean? You're trying to create a vibe. You know what I mean? You're trying to create fun for people. You know, I think music has the ability to create moods.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think they're two separate things. They're two separate entities, and that's what I'm saying. When I first started battle rapping, I was hesitant on keep doing it because I didn't want people to just create this image of me that I'm just a battle rapper.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I was going to say, if I would have just, if it wasn't for this show, I wouldn't have even known that you had music out after watching you battle rap. You know what I mean? So it's good that, you know, you got both sides like out there. You know what I mean? Because both of them is entertaining, but they're entertaining in two different ways.
Different people.
In two different ways. They're two different animals. You know what I mean? So my thing was to pretty much, you know, create, you know, like make sure my music like was, you know, it didn't reflect the battle rap side. You know what I mean? Like, just two different forms of entertainment. Because one, like I said, I don't want to just do battle rap and music. I want to do a lot of other things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, when you're an entertainer or like, you know, you're a creative, you shouldn't limit yourself to one form of being a creative.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I feel like they're two different worlds, but I felt like my music, the reason I kept doing it is, one, because it gave me an audience to talk to. And when you have an audience to talk to, that's always good for your brand, regardless of what. Like, if the music wasn't getting the audience from me at first, maybe I can capture an audience here and then bring them over to the music side and it add to it, you know? Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much what kept me doing it. And also, I ended up getting on URL. URL is like the NBA of battle rap. Mm-hmm. So me being able to make that that jump to the URL is like, that's a big thing. And I just recently battled at one of their biggest events. Like, what was it, last weekend? Last weekend they just had a major event that Drake hosted. Drake hosted the final battle. And,
nice. That's
lit.
Yeah, Drake hosted the final battle because it was a tournament that they did. In the final battle of the tournament, Drake put up $100,000 for the winner.
Wow.
Drake put up he put up $100,000 for the winner, and they battled. Drake was there. We all, like, it was other battles. I was on the card, and you know what I mean. Like, doing stuff like that is just naturally good for the brand in general, because now it's eyes there. So when you got the eyes and you put out good music, you know what I mean, not just like, just you rapping good, like a actual song that people can dance to or people can vibe to, you know what I mean, create different vibes. When you got the eyes there, like, I think the music is gonna like speak for itself, and so that's pretty much what's going on right now.
I mean, so if it works, I would think you would continue to do it, because
definitely.
Yeah. Keep doing that. I mean, you could go so far with that. You could even take that and spin a podcast off of that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you're making connections, and connections is freaking everything. Your
network is your network.
Yeah. So, and I don't know. I know from... I know my husband and his friends will always talk about battle rappers and like, oh, he went in, da 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 da. So, to me, I don't know how other people judge music, and I'm hearing what you're saying, but I just feel like if you can lyrically attack, and then I feel like that would translate well into the music. I don't really think about it that way.
Them battle rappers, they be even more lyrically gifted than a lot of these songs that be out.
Right.
Like y'all be going in, man.
And this is the problem. That is exactly what he just said. Is the problem is the problem in itself when it comes to making music. See, like, some battle rappers be so lyrically gifted that it is like the average listener isn't trying to overthink of what you're saying. They just want to hear a good beat.
Oh my god!
They want to hear something very. I'm serious. I'm not trying to like.
Oh, I know you're telling the truth.
It's like the average listener doesn't want to overthink when they're listening to music sometimes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there is an audience for that. There's a super audience for that, which is why some battle rappers are definitely successful on the music side too. But the average listener, like the people who listen to the radio, the people who, like, you know what I mean, just turn on what's the hottest new record, they don't want to overthink when they listening to their music. They want to hear something very good melodically, you know what I'm saying? Like something that, that's easy on the ears, dope beats, something very catchy. And that's what gets played over and over. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to learn, it's easy to go along with.
It's catchy, right?
Like you know what I mean? The better record, like I wouldn't say the better records, but the more, the records that sell for real. But like when you think about like most battle rappers, like it's literally like so much intricacy into what we're saying.
Oh yeah.
And most battle rappers refuse to sacrifice the art to give the average listener what they want. You know what I mean? They don't. That's why it's a lot of battle rappers that won't make the crossover into mainstream, because they're not going to sacrifice their level of lyricism to give the average listener what they want.
Wow. And that is deep. And you bring up such a good point. We were kind of talking about some of that similar in a different context, but people, I don't know what it is. It's like we're dumbing down society, and it's literally a struggle for those who don't want to concede to that, like bump that, like that's not what I'm trying to do, so I get it. Because I listen to people who got bars.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even listen to the radio, to be honest. I got certain playlists on my phone, Tidal and Napster, and that's what I listen to. Period.
But but see, you know what's crazy?
What?
It's the difference between like battle rap bars and like on beats. Like put it like this. You can be on a beat and say something and people are like, oh, he is going crazy with the bars. But if you're battling, that won't work. People will be like, what? It'll sound crazy.
Yeah.
It won't be as hard if you're battling somebody. So bars, it's two different things. I'm telling you, like battle rap, it's so now where it is now, like where battle rap is now. I'm talking about like the high level battle rap. It's like so layered and like so intricate that it's crazy sometimes. You know what I mean? Like you're like, yo, how did you think of that? So now it's like the bars that would sell on a beat, it won't really sell on the battle rap stage.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it ain't just the creativeness that y'all be coming up with, but just memorizing all of that shit. Like y'all be battle rapping for like 30 minutes.
Man, what they be going to eat?
Like the whole session be like 30 minutes. Like how y'all memorize all that shit?
That is literally the hardest part of it. That is the hardest part of it.
So is that why? And I kind of know this, but is that why when y'all pause, y'all go back and y'all say like the last line or two again, and then keep going?
It's like getting into a rhythm. You know what I mean? Like each word kind of reminds you of what's next. You know what I mean?
And I was wondering that. I kind of knew that, but I had to make sure. I had to,
Yeah. It's like staying in a rhythm, man. Like it's really that. But like I said, it's to me, I think what I really, my main goal, honestly, is to bridge that gap. Like, there's some battle rappers who have an audience as far as their music, but I don't think anyone's really like bridged that gap between, since like Cassidy, I believe Cassidy was like the last real battle rapper to go mainstream.
Right.
Like there's battle rappers who have had records with mainstream artists or like bigger artists and stuff like that. There's battle rappers who have had like, some music success, but I don't think there's been any battle rappers in recent years that have made the complete cross. There's battle rappers that even that been on TV, you know what I mean? Like Hitman Holla and Charlie Clips, they on Wildin' Out and stuff like that with Nick Cannon and everything, and Conceited, DJ D-Rec Cut the Beat, you know what I mean? He's a public figure now on Wildin' Out. Like there's battle rappers who have made the cross into mainstream, but I don't think like there's battle rappers that have like really made the crossover into doing mainstream music.
Right.
And that's the thing that's the thing that my main goal is to show people that like when you're creative, you can do whatever, man. Like it doesn't really matter, man. Like if you want to make mainstream music, I can sit up there and like give you 100 bars back to back, and then I can turn around and give you a song like My Day. You know what I mean? Like that you're not going to expect to be coming from something like a battle rapper at least.
All right, I got 3 quick battle rap questions. One, during COVID, like how was y'all able to do that? Like I ain't see nobody wearing no mask on stage, nothing. Like,
all right, so during COVID, the way URL did it, they had their protocol. So pretty much like all the guys that when COVID first started, pretty much we would battle in empty rooms, and it would be live streamed on it. It would be live streamed on the Caffeine app. It's like this live streaming app. It would be empty rooms, and it would be like small amount of people in the room, and everyone who was allowed in the room had to be tested.
Okay. My next question is, speaking of Hitman and Cassidy, when they went at each other, how you feel about that? I don't know if you can speak on that. Go ahead.
I personally, like, the way I felt about it, for real, I was kind of glad about it because one, they're superstars. You know what I mean? They're superstars, and they're bringing attention and eyes to the culture that haven't been brought there before.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
that was a big deal.
That was a big deal for a lot of, for the culture in general, because it's a lot of people out there, who aren't familiar with battle rap as a whole. You know what I mean? They're not familiar with it. Last battle they probably seen was like Cassidy versus Freeway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So they're not big on the culture or how it's going right now. So when someone like Cassidy comes into battle rap, he's only giving opportunities to guys like me. Mm-hmm. But when Hitman battles Cassidy, he's giving opportunities to guys like me to get eyes on us that wasn't looking before. And I think that's dope, man. It was definitely a good look for the culture.
Cassidy is definitely a person who got me into watching battle rap, for sure. The last question, I I don't know if it caught a lot of watchers. I don't know who the guys was that was battling, but one of them kind of like elbowed or like drove his shoulder into one of the guys he was rapping against. And I want to know how you feel about that, because I made a comment on that video, and I said, you know, I like battle rapping, I like it, but when it crossed the physical line like that, now I got to hit you in your shit. You know, now it's a fight.
That's whack. That's whack, man. I think that's whack. I think when people, overdo it, you know what I mean? Like, it's words, man. Like, you know what I mean? And I've never been a guy to overdo it neither. You know what I mean? Like, I've never been that guy. So I think when people,
No, I'm sorry. I was about to say, I get to getting in the face, and I get to, you know, touching your shoulder, man, and, you know, poking you in the chest. But he really, like, assaulted my man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dog, you know, everybody got their clicks right there. Like, is that really all of y'all clicks that be on the stage?
Yeah, sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes guys go up there, like, be by themselves, but most of the time, you up there with your homies or whatever. But, yeah, man, I think that's corny. When people start doing too much like that, you know what I mean? I've never been into the touching each other. Like, I'm not here to touch you, man. Like, what am I trying to touch on this grown man for? Like, that's crazy.
Okay.
That's kind of whack to me. Yeah, I don't play like that at all. Like, you know what I mean? I haven't battled anybody who's done anything like that to me. You know what I mean? Thank God, because I wouldn't even know how to, like, stop myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't even know how to stop myself from taking it somewhere. You know what I mean? Taking it somewhere too far. That's crazy to me, man.
Well, look, we are winding down the time. I want to thank you so much for calling in. I got to get you back on the show and get you back at the 4 o'clock slot if you will come back. But I appreciate you so much. You keep doing what you're doing. And you know what? I know this is about to sound very corny, but you're very articulate.
Very.
And I really like that. And you could tell that you're intelligent. So it makes sense why you do so well with what you do, because you have a way of articulating yourself and enunciating your words. So I really like that. But yes, come and see us again. Spread the word about us.
How do we find you, big fella?
You guys can follow me on Instagram at Why Not Castro, Twitter at Why Not Castro. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate you guys having me. You know what I mean? As soon as you guys post this, let me know so I can share it and show you guys the same love y'all showed me today, man.
For sure. And if you in Detroit, come holler at us.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You know it's crazy. I was supposed to actually have a battle up there pretty soon, but I canceled it. I actually canceled it.
Hey man, let me get on stage with you, man. I'll be your security. I'll be your security, dog.
You want to jump? Nah, you can jump in my round, man. You can say a couple bars or something.
Hey man, don't tip me, man. I got bars. Don't tip me, man.
Oh my God, yes. If you come to Detroit, I want you to come here. We'll have you in the studio.
Yes.
We'll have you in the studio. So for sure. So don't forget about us. Thank you again, and we're gonna catch you next time.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
That's what's up.
Have a safe.
You too. Thanks to everybody who was watching the show and listening. We love you guys. Listen, before we get out of here, I just want to remind you that we want you to send in your love scandal stories, whether that be the worst date you ever had. You may have something going on in your relationship you want advice on, or maybe you had a fatal attraction, whatever it is, please send it in. We are going to read it live here on the show anonymously. You can email them to Rockyroadproductionsllc at gmail. You will remain anonymous, and we do this we're trying to do this for every show. For the other show, it'll be, the shadiest moments, but send in your stuff and we're going to pick 1 or 2 and read them and talk about them on the show. Catch up with us on RockyRoadMedia.com. We will see you next time. Love you guys.
Peace.
Peace out.